What is going on, everybody? Roga Skits here, and we have Naruto Unhinged, episode 12. The preliminaries begin. Just so you know, this series has become like my new obsession. Like, no joke, I was just rewatching episode 11 yesterday. So I'm actually really surprised that this episode's short. So I'm guessing we're not going to get Rock Lee versus Gaara, which I'm not surprised about. Because I think a few people think we were going to get that in this episode, but I don't think we are. And if you can just tell by the length of the video, 12 minutes was fine. It's a little short, but it is what it is. I already know that like a lot of work goes into these, and sometimes it can be super stressful getting like super lengthy videos out. But that is fine. So I don't know what to expect. I do know that Sasuke's fighting that one random light-skinned ninja, as what the third Hokage said last episode. I forgot the guy's name too. But let's see how this goes. I wonder if the guy's going to call Sasuke the name.
I do not own Naruto or any other series related to it. This video is a parody for entertainment purposes and for the enjoyment of fans that follow the original series. But with all that said, please enjoy the video.
Episode 12. The preliminaries begin. I swear to God, you better be locked in during this fight, Sasuke. Because I'm not trying to see you go out sad after what that old dried-up nut
I've been locked ever since he brought up my brother.
And I'd say it again if you try me, you red-eyed Uchi.
So mentioning his
Wait. Let me go back to what he just said.
And I'd say it again if you try me, you red-eyed Uchi.
So mention.
Why didn't he say the whole thing? You know, the hard R. You know, I've actually seen reactors censor that, and I wonder why. Because it's not even a real word. I've seen like a couple of reactors censor it or bleep it out. It's not even a real word, and I don't know. It's just weird to me. But I think the third Hokage is my favorite character in the show, bro. He's just so petty and funny. Like, dude does the most for no reason. Look at Rock Lee looking like a me. I love Rock Lee, but homie got a goofy face.
Mentioning his brother is enough to instantly get him mad. Nice.
Hurry up and start the fight.
Oh, he's using the music again? I thought he wasn't going to.
All right, that's enough. The fight is over.
Wait.
What? Now
What?
hold up a second.
What is he doing? There's literally no reason to stop the fight
We
right
might
now.
see Gaara.
Congratulations, you little Uchiga, because you lost.
Wait, what?
What?
Now move so I can announce the next fight.
What do you mean he lost? The fight just started and Sasuke was already teeing up.
And he probably would have won if I let the fight fully play out. But unfortunately for him, I saw this as an opportunity to get a free point against that mouth-breathing sensei of yours. So once again, he was just collateral damage.
Petty, bro.
Of course that's the reason. I shouldn't even be surprised.
Speaking of that, the score is 6-4 now, you nail-biter. And be ready for it to change again,
Okay.
because I'm just...
Funny thing here is that I thought that the joke here was going to be Sasuke's just going to win like really fast, because that fight with Sasuke and that other guy, like I forget his name, he hasn't been in any of the games or anything. That's a rather forgettable fight. And if you ever think about that fight, the only thing you say is, oh, that's the fight he did Lion's Barrage in. That's it.
getting started.
I can already tell how this is gonna go.
So he thinks I'm just some pawn or bargaining chip he can use to achieve whatever motives he has, huh? You know what?
The edge mark.
I should just stretch him out like I did that guy in the forest.
Oh no.
Maybe then he'll start
It's working.
thinking twice when it comes to me.
I thought I told you to get that dumb look off your face. Do you need me to come fix it myself?
Touch me, and I'll literally blow your back out, old man.
Yeah.
Pause, Sasuke. I get what you mean, but that was just mad gay.
So saying you would give a guy head for $1 billion is okay, but him saying that is where you draw the line.
There's money
I honestly
involved.
don't get it.
Just pop it out, Sakura. I'm not gonna let you start relapsing when you were doing so good.
What are you even talking about?
Glazing?
I'm talking about how Sasuke's meat found its way into your mouth again.
Excuse me? No one's meat is in my mouth. I'm just confused because you sound like a hypocrite.
I remember this
I
conversation
know
going
fellas like
differently
that in real
last time.
life.
I don't care. My glorious king being born was the best thing that happened to this village.
Oh my god. I can still see all the ballsack hairs still in your mouth from all this dick
This
sucking
is
you're
filler.
doing right now.
I wish that was true.
Maybe now she can finally be her own person.
Let me break it down since you're confused. My money and business perspective question isn't gay. Because when you ask a gay question with money involved, it's just a way to see if someone is a financial opportunist. Therefore making the question and situation not gay. You feel?
This actually reminds me of something that happened at work. This is not nearly the same like scenario, but it was just like, would you let your partner go out on a date with somebody else with a kiss being involved for $500K? That's the question that was being asked at work. Not anything like this.
Feel me?
Nah.
And somehow you like him even though he thinks like that.
Oh my god, Kiba. Just shut up about him for once. Damn.
So what's it gonna be? Because I can show you what it feels like to literally get
Oh,
your
we're gonna
back
see Naruto
blown
versus
out.
Kiba?
Sasuke, come on.
Naruto
yo.
versus
There's
Kiba?
so many other things you could have said just now.
Interesting.
What the hell did Orochimaru do to this kid?
Oh.
I was never.
I talked over it. Forgive me. I don't know what he said. Let me shut my mouth.
God, Kiba. Just shut up about him for once. Damn.
So what's it gonna be? Because I can show you what it feels like to literally get your back blown out.
Oh,
Sasuke,
same
come on.
stuff.
yo. There's so many other things you could have said just now.
Interesting.
What the hell did Orochimaru do to this kid? I was never saying stuff like that after getting marked.
When you talk like that, it makes sense why Orochimaru was preying on your little fruity ass. Now say one more thing, and I'll have you thrown out this goddamn village.
He leaves anyways.
Like I said before, you old bitch. Touch me, and I'll blow your
I'm
back.
not even gonna let you finish that sentence, Sasuke. My nig, just stop, please.
Loud and obnoxious. How typical.
And Kendrick can be just
Enough
as loud.
ruckus. I don't want to hear you say anything from this point on. You're pissing me off.
You probably think Lee pisses sunshine, lollipops, and
Shut
rainbow.
up, Ruckus. I mean it.
You're saying some pretty wild things right now, Sasuke. So how about we tone it back a little?
Yeah, listen to Daddy and calm your little fruity Uchiga ass down.
That's crazy.
It's his
now.
fault that you lost.
Kakashi, listen to what he's saying. He literally let a predator come after me and said it was just collateral damage. Then he has the nerve to be racist, disrespects my entire clan, and then fails me after. But I'm supposed to tone it back a little, right?
That's not why I said that. You can be angry all you want,
I like how
because
he
trust
still
me,
kept the
I get
edit
it.
in.
But you're saying some things that are out of character for you
Maybe
that
the
you'll probably
second or third
question
episode?
and regret
maybe,
later.
Maybe it was the first.
So just think a little more before talking, because you're embarrassing yourself.
Episode 1, I think. What's with Ino's eyes?
Fine. As long as he doesn't say anything else, then I'll relax.
Took you long enough to get that little Uchiga under control.
Ignore him. You can be mad, but I don't need you getting thrown out the village for attacking an active Hokage. He's not going to be in office for much longer anyways, so swallow your pride and let's go.
A crash-out scenario ruined with logic. How disappointing.
Damn it, this is my fault for not adding to the ignorance. I will not let this happen again.
It's just L after L at this point.
My bad for the interruption. You can continue with the matches.
Miss me with that fake-ass apology, and get that thumb-sucking crayon eater out of my sight.
Sakura, how do you feel after seeing everything that just happened to Sasuke?
I guess I feel bad since he got disrespected and hoed for no reason. But that's about it.
Oh my god, Sakura.
I already know you're gonna somehow see that as glazing.
Not at all, my nigga. You're valid now.
He's saying that you growing.
Now that the Uchiglidite is gone,
she didn't even
let's
say
start
anything
the next
for real.
fight. Shino and Zaku, you two will be fighting next.
Oh no. What dirty joke
It's
am I gonna
time to
get here?
redeem yourself, Zaku.
Okay. I'm a little afraid of what Shino's gonna say here. because you already know Shino, gets down with the bugs. And if I remember correctly, the bugs go inside of the holes that's in this guy's arm. And I feel like that's just a dirty joke just waiting to happen. Or maybe he might like it. Shino be like, hey man, check this out. And the guy's... That's where I see that could happen.
Just don't get distracted.
Really got two broken
Shino,
arms.
please don't embarrass our team by doing something weird during this match.
He definitely is.
Keep that bug stuff in the forest.
I'm getting tired of you thinking what I do is weird. Just shut up and let me be myself.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Just don't do anything extra, Shino, please.
Alright. Some of the frames in Naruto look really funny. This isn't, I guess, specific to Naruto, but just like frames or animation in general. But for me, especially Naruto. Obviously, the less detailed their faces get, the further they are away. But this dude's face right here, it looks really funny. like he's high or something. I don't know. He just looks really funny. The guy on the right.
All right, start the match.
It doesn't even hurt that bad.
That's not
Relax.
AI.
Yeah, bullshit.
That's the real.
It feels like
dub.
you just stabbed me.
Yeah, with a toothpick.
No, actually, a kunai would be more accurate.
Yeah, you're so cool for that, Sasuke. Congrats.
What the fuck is your problem, Kakashi?
I'm showing you how easy it is to make you mad. That's why it's easy for people like Lee or the Third to get any type of reaction out of you.
Just tell me if you were able to seal the hickey, Kakashi.
Excuse me? The what?
Naruto called the mark on my shoulder a hickey earlier, which I thought was kind of funny. So I decided I'm gonna start calling it that from now on.
I don't ever want to hear you call it that again.
If you heard Naruto say it, you would probably just let it slide. So why do you have a problem with me saying it?
Maybe it's because I would be able to tell that he's just being himself due to all the borderline gay stuff he always says. But you, on the other hand, I can't tell whether you're opening up more and making light of the situation, or if it's this curse mark making all this weird-ass shit constantly come out of your mouth.
Yeah, well, you and me both.
What do you mean by that?
I don't even know who I'm trying to be at this point, because I'm not even a fraction of who I was before these exams started. I fell off. Too much shit is happening back to back. It's just L after L after L. And if this keeps happening, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna go back and see the
Be
reading
honest with
because 3 characters showed up. Was it Orochimaru? So let's see.
Even know who I'm trying to be at this point, because I'm not even a fraction of who I was before these exams started. I fell off. Too much shit is happening back to back. It's just L after
L, him getting bit.
after L.
The other one, I guess he lost his #1 glazer. Like, she don't glaze him no more. And then
after L,
getting owned by the Hokage. You know, all the racist remarks he's been saying to him, as well as making him lose his fight.
And if this keeps happening, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do.
Crash out.
Be honest with me, Kakashi. Do you think I fell off?
Are you about to cry, Sasuke?
Sounds like it.
Just answer the question, Kakashi.
Listen, you just had some pretty unfortunate things happen to you that you couldn't control. I don't see that as taking an L or falling off. If anything, you're just a victim. No offense.
Actually, one of the L's was preventable.
Sasuke, everything that happened to you recently was preventable in my opinion.
That's not what I meant.
Sasuke, no matter which way you meant it, the only person to truly blame for all of this is Hiruzen.
Don't give the old man too much.
I'm surprised that he hasn't made a joke about Sasuke's name, because he's been saying a lot of sus things, right? Could call him Sasuke. I don't know. Maybe that joke is like low-hanging fruit, but you know, a lot of jokes here are kind of that way. You know, just simple, elementary. But I feel like that would work.
Much credit. I've been just as bad.
I don't like the way he said that.
I
But
didn't
I'm not
expect you to
supposed
get here so soon.
And I didn't expect to hear that you wanted to meet. Yet here we are, Kakashi.
I actually like this
It's
look
good
on
to
the
see you
Orochimaru.
and my little Uchiha prince. Just being this close to you guys makes
Tell
me
me what
feel
you
a
did to
certain-
Sasuke.
I marked my territory on him just like all my other victims. That should be obvious to see.
Yeah, no shit. This curse mark seems different than what you usually do, though, because on top of making him more violent, it's making him say weird stuff that he'd normally never say. So tell me what you did to him.
You heard what he called it. I just gave him a little hickey.
Answer the question.
You're so demanding, Kakashi. I love it. But fine. I want Sasuke to know exactly what I did for him. So telling you
kinda
will
sound like
only
he did
make
say
things
Sasuke
easier
there.
for me.
But it could just be the AI
I gave
tripping
our
out.
sweet little boy Sasuke a curse mark that was made specifically for him. I call it the Edge Mark.
What the hell is an edge mark?
It's simple, really. It's just like the normal curse mark. But instead of only giving him power, the Edge Mark will also protect his edge streak.
What do you mean by that?
Basically, as long as he has that mark on his shoulder, his streak cannot...
I was wondering why it was called that. I was like, why is it called the Edge Mark? What's the joke here? Does it make any sense? I guess that one's not as bad, but the Edge Ringon was such a huge stretch. The AI kind of tripped up a little for a second. It kind of like changed his accent. I forget which word it was, but it sounded kind of funny.
Basically, as long as he has that mark on his shoulder, his streak cannot be ruined, no matter what happens to him.
But what's the point of doing that? What do you even gain from it?
That boy's edge streak plays a very important role into what I have planned. So just like I told him in the forest, it's a gift.
And what exactly do you have planned?
I think I answered enough of your questions. So this is where our little meeting will end. I hope you don't plan on trying to kill me now that I gave you some interesting information. Because we both know you can't defeat me.
Yeah, that wasn't really my intention. Not yet, at least. I actually wanted to meet with you so I can ask you for a favor.
That sounds interesting, Kakashi. Depending on what it is, I might just do it.
I want you to kill the third Hokage.
Alright. That's the end of the episode. Pretty short and sweet. It almost seems like it should be like a two-parter. Not as good as the last episode, I would say. Don't really feel like anything really happened in this episode. Other than, I guess, the whole Sasuke situation where the third Hokage made him lose. Which I wonder how that's going to play with the Sasuke and Gaara fight. But who knows if he's going to let the series go that far. It might end right after Orochimaru takes out the third Hokage. Not saying that the series should end, but it's just like, I already know, like, when you're doing such heavy projects like this, you don't want to, like, not finish it, so you kind of find, like, a way to finish it early. Because, like, you know, like, a lot of YouTubers, once they, like, I don't know, get further in life, they stop doing YouTube videos, and they may, like, have a lot of unfinished projects. But, yeah, pretty decent episode. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. Like I said, it seemed like it should have been a bit longer, but there's pros and cons to that. So when your episodes are shorter, the faster they come out. But, you know, the faster they come out, the episodes are shorter. So you just flip-flop it, but it depends on the type of person you are that want to see it. I would say I actually do prefer the longer videos because I listen to these at work. Whenever I'm bored, I just put my headphones in, listen to these at work. I turn these on whenever I'm running errands in the house or I'm driving somewhere. So a lot of these views probably coming from me because I always put on the playlist and I just listen to this stuff or I watch other people react to it. But yeah, I'm trying to think what they could do with further episodes. I'm trying to think about some of the fights because you got Naruto versus Kiba, Hinata versus Neji, Tamari versus Tenten, which was the worst fight ever, bro. Worst fight ever. The Ino versus Sakura. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a whole bunch of Sasuke mentions in that fight, but we all waiting for the Lee versus Gaara fight, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, episode was okay. But as always, I enjoyed myself though. But yeah, can't wait until episode 13. All right.